I am here on Lake Adlon, and this property is so freaking amazing. I want to buy it for myself, and I am going to show you why I love it. So first of all, it's in a really nice, quiet neighborhood. I live very close to here in my primary residence, and it's an amazing neighborhood, great schools. This property is literally right across the street from the San Carlos Recreation Center. Location could not be more prime, and it's also on the street on like a corner, so you can have each unit that I'm thinking of partitioning as its own separate unit with its own separate entrance. My thoughts here are to convert the garage and have the unit enter through the side gate. There is a little gated area there, so you could create like little steps up on the side entering into the garage. You could even leave the front garage door as like a facade, kind of leaving the curb appeal, and you'll notice that the driveway is super large. You could easily fit 4 cars, potentially even as many as 5. Street parking also is not an issue in this part of the neighborhood. When you step in off the home, my thoughts are literally either 3 units or 4 units on this property, and it is primed and ready for either. So my thoughts, 2 bedroom, 1 bath main home. Here's the living room, dining, kitchen. I'll circle around. It's kind of, there's the fireplace here in the middle, so they weren't able to fully bust out and create an open concept floor plan, but I feel like for a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, it's honestly perfect. It really doesn't need anything aside from the unit builds outs. It's a brand new, I actually know the owner of this property personally. They're a friend of mine, and we've done a bunch of deals together. He was basically like, if you want it, I'll be open with you about what it will take to get it. The kitchen is a great size for a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and here is the exterior access. My thoughts are to drywall this up, which I feel like you would not hinder the light that's in here that's pouring in from the front window. I feel like it wouldn't be of detriment to the space, especially considering a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. And I would actually convert this room into its own unit. It's a really big size. The kitchen is right here, so I feel like you could pull plumbing into this corner. And my thoughts would be to drywall this up so there's no door here to allow the 2 bedroom, 1 bath to have its access outside from the kitchen and to the pergola, which I'll show you from the outside. My thoughts are to drywall these doors and drywall these doors, and you'd have a bathroom in the corner and a kitchen here. And then you would still have plenty of living space in this. You would have enough room for closet, and there's already an exterior door here on the left and 2 huge windows to the backyard as well. So this is really, really unique and interesting. It doesn't take away anything, I feel like, from the main 2 bedroom, 1 bath living area if you were to remove that. Now, if it ends up being too much for budget to bring a sewer line out here, obviously plumbing is super close being in the kitchen, but if the sewer line, what I would suggest is going outside, like busting through the patio, but let's say that's too difficult to get in here, you could always just have this as a bonus area for the 2 bedroom, 1 bath. It's obviously an exceptional space. It would increase the rent for the 2 bedroom, 1 bath because it would obviously offer a lot more living space. And then, like I said, the kitchen has very natural and nice flow to the backyard through this access point. So you wouldn't really lose the access from that bonus room. Now, the 2 bedrooms that I would suggest keeping with the 2 bedroom, 1 bath are this bedroom, which is where the garage leads, which in my thoughts would be a whole separate unit, but we'll go there in a moment. So here is one of the 2 bedrooms. Closets even have nice built-ins in them. And then here is the 2nd bedroom. Again, very standard rental size, built-ins in the closet. Like this for a 2 bedroom, 1 bath would fly. And here's the bathroom. Perfect for a rental. Really nothing exceptional in here, but also like nothing that a tenant can really ruin. It's just beautiful, bright, light, easy. Now here is the door that I would suggest closing up. this would be its own studio unit. So imagine behind me there's no door and you accessed it here from the backyard. We'll go out there in a moment. There's a nice bathroom here for the studio, a nice closet space, and then my thoughts would be to reconfigure the space a little bit, but my thoughts were to either add a kitchenette right here along this wall. All you would need is a mini fridge, counter, little sink. That's all I would probably put in here, some shelving up top, and then reconfiguring the bed so that it's either in the corner or something like that. This room is plenty big for a studio. This place would probably rent for $1,600 a month if it had a kitchenette in here. And if it had a little yard. So my thoughts are, we'll step outside. My thoughts would be to partition this backyard into several different sections. If you didn't mind losing this slider, I would actually suggest taking it away, drywalling up that space, because to be honest, it takes up a lot of wall room in that studio, and I would suggest instead putting an access point here on this wall, and then allowing access right here off the street with its own access. You could fence off a little yard here, and then it would allow the 2-bedroom, 1-bath to have an expansive backyard. If there was no access point here, the 2-bedroom, 1-bath could come in off the kitchen, have a really nice patio space, have the full backyard pretty much, because my suggestion would be to just fence somewhere along this line if you were to make this its own space. If you were to leave the bonus room as part of the 2-bedroom, 1-bath and just have it as additional living space, I think having this entire backyard would really boost the rental potential of the 2-bedroom, 1-bath, because you'd obviously be getting a lot more living space and a lot more yard. The shed's also in great shape. The retaining walls here seem to be in great shape that are holding the beds. The yard honestly doesn't need very much love at all. It's a very nice big backyard. And there's already an access door here. So my thoughts were that the access for this unit would be here up the pathway, and then they would have, you know, a certain portion of the backyard that's fenced off, maybe even here between the windows, that would allow some privacy, and I think it could be a really cool space. And then for these 2 units, basically the studio, what would be the studio that's currently the primary, I would probably put the access door somewhere like right here, have a little front patio space, maybe have a fence right here, so that they have their own, and you could do access here to the street behind me. And then we'll go back inside, but this is garage access. So here is the street, like the gate that faces the street. It's literally already fenced off. You could just create the fence between the 2 units and have a patio here already private for the garage. And also you could pop a window onto this side that would be very private for this unit. I'm going to go back inside to show you the garage and how large that is, because I do think you could very easily have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, this unit as a studio, and then build out a 1-bedroom unit in the garage. And then the bonus would be, if you're doing all of that build out work, my thoughts are, if you're building a bathroom in the garage, how much is it for the contractor to just duplicate it and build a whole nother unit in the backyard, or I mean in that bonus space that goes into the backyard. It's already got a concrete slab there and everything. And then check out this garage. This garage is huge. Honestly, super deep, super wide. You could for sure fit a 1-bedroom in here. Absolutely. This is bigger than the floor plan of the 1-bedroom that I built out, that I'm currently making $24.50 a month in a less desirable neighborhood than this one for a unit exactly this size. Here's that door to the backyard. Hot water heater is definitely on the older side, so just something to take note of. But see how this is? You literally wouldn't even have to, like there's your side gate. You could gate off a little bit here. They would have their own private patio, own private entrance. And you could of course modify the location of this door if it didn't ideally fit into the plans. But on mine, we kept the facade of the garage door. We just drywalled it up so that it kept the aesthetic for the neighborhood and looked nice still. And yeah, I mean, this property gets me so excited. I can't even contain myself. I honestly wish that we could make an offer. The furnace I also noticed is a little bit on the older side. I'll show you. It does function. And the fact that it has forced heat and air conditioning is great. You'd probably want to do mini split units in the bonus room and the primary if you were to rent those separately. Just, you know, kind of giving them their own access and own control of the their temperature. But again, like this room could be an amazing fourth unit with its own private little backyard space, access from the side, water relatively accessible from the kitchen. And my thoughts are the primary bathroom is not that far. You don't necessarily have to go through the house. I'm wondering if you could potentially access that line by coming here on the patio. You'd have to, you know, modify the flooring of the primary bathroom, or I'm sorry, the primary bedroom, but I'm wondering if you could bring the line, you know, out that way and across this patio to a bathroom here in the corner. So overall, really, really cool property. Something like this feels super exciting because I feel like you could move in, be super comfortable, and then build out units over time. Or if you wanted to convert it to a rental on day one, I feel confident